Alright. Hello, what's up troopers? My name is Neon and welcome to a new stream. It's good to see everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you are all ready for some Battlefield talk. That's what we're doing today, man. That's what we're all doing. Is just talking about Battlefield 6. We got some stuff to go over and we got some videos to go over, and we're going to be just discussing everything about Battlefield 6, really. You know, it's been, well, basically an entire day now since we got the reveal of the multiplayer, and honestly, it was crazy, absolutely crazy. I honestly, for me personally, I already made a video, so if you guys haven't checked that out, I highly suggest you guys should. As I was going over, just kind of give my honest review about everything and how I felt about this reveal, this trailer and everything, you know what I mean, the gameplay itself. You know, I was under the impression anyway that they was going to be doing the event and it was going to be showing off. They couldn't do this before in 2042 because of COVID and etc. Although I wouldn't mind to see something from online. You know, all they really did was just have people streaming POVs and captured them. But then that adds to so much more, you know, like there's a lot of confusions with that, of course, but having it all in one area as a LAN, it obviously worked out really well. You know, I was obviously under the impression that we were going to be seeing gameplay, you know, we was going to get some details and news. Of course, it's a reveal that, you know, they're going to go all in. But I honestly did not expect to get like 3 hours. Well, not even 3 hours, dude. They went overtime for it. So the gameplay was scheduled for 3 hours, but it was actually going on for 4.5 hours. And that's how much footage we got of Battlefield 6. Pretty crazy, that's for sure. Obviously, as I said, I didn't expect to get all of that. But there was a lot what we talked about yesterday, as it was. You know, although there was so much good, there's also quite a lot bad too. But the good thing is about it is just that, like, all the stuff you look at and think, oh, they need to work on that, that needs to be changed or fixed or something, you think that might be alarming and or whatever. But then you really think about it, like, they ain't big problems, you know, like when it came to 2042, you know, if it was a map issue or something, that's a lot of work to do. But when you got movement and they say, oh, it looks pretty clunky, because it did look a little bit twitchy here and there, that's not a difficult job for them to do, you know what I mean? It's already there as it is, they just got to smoothen it out, you know what I mean? I did see a lot of people getting pretty upset about the movement and stuff. I really don't want people to be mad about the movement. This looks pretty, like, low down as it is compared to 2042. It honestly reminds me a little bit like Battlefield 5. Just with extra, like, movement style with it. I think the movement is going to be fine. I really would not like to see the movement get nerfed or increased. I think it's a perfect balance of speed. Where it doesn't feel like you're like so fast, but it also doesn't feel like you're super slow either. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't look like you see one guy and then they're like sliding off somewhere else or whatever. And like the thing is as well, with a lot of the movement too, I also realized that, like, when it came to, like, if you was going to be like jumping and then shooting, you can still do that, but it gives you a more of a harder time to stay on that target because you're jumping. So while you jump, you have that sway. While you probably have the sway, you probably have increased spread. You know what I mean? So there's a lot to it. So it also feels like as well that while there is movement in the game, you also are still getting slightly punished because of that movement at the same time. So that's why I don't want them to nerf it, because if they nerfed it, then the punishment would just feel so much more severe. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have a balance. And honestly, as I said, I feel like that is a really good balance. A lot of stuff I did see, it was balanced. It really, like, it was balanced. Like, everything I did see, it looked pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, there was the shotgun meta. That was pretty obvious. That was very, very obvious. I think once you had the Battlefield crew in there, and then you also had, like, the COD competitive players too, they instantly, man, I think it was like after the first or like game or two or something, people started pumping out that shoddy. And then people just started going wild with that. And it honestly, it seemed like nearly through the entire event. I think like the last like I would say probably 3 hours was just people using shotguns. What kind of annoyed me a little bit, because I was like, can someone like go around to the jet or use a different weapon or something? You know, I want to see sniping, but everyone's going around like sniping with shotgun instead. So obviously, you know, you can see stuff like that straight from the get-go. You can tell that that stuff needs to be changed, needs to be worked on. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I was pretty pleased with it. It really looks like the most complete Battlefield. Yes, it really does, doesn't it? It has you pumped. Nice, nice. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, on the 7th, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. But anyway, I do want to give it at least like some 5 minutes or something, and then we'll go around and we'll go and watch some content real quick, because we have some videos what we're going to go over. We have one from Ghost Gaming talking about some of the details, some of the changes what just recently been announced because through labs. And then we also have one from, I think it's Enders. No. So it's just a Ghost Gaming video. That's the one what we're going over today. So didn't get early access codes. Did you get the one from Twitch or Battlefield Labs? So if everyone already signed up for Battlefield Labs, even if you wasn't invited, as long as you signed up for it, you're guaranteed to get into the beta. Honestly, if you guys wasn't signed up for it, that's on you, man. Like, you know what I mean? If you're pumped for Battlefield, you're excited, and everyone was aware of labs. I think all of us made that pretty clear. So if you missed out, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do about the lab stuff. If you got into the Twitch one was a tricky one to get into, but it was very easy to get though. You just needed to watch 60 minutes of a Twitch live stream, and you was guaranteed to get a code. What I really did like. That was good, you know what I mean? That made it pretty easy for people to get in. So sign up for Battlefield Labs, but I don't have a code yet. Make sure to check your emails. Check your emails. But as long as you signed up with the account, what you're going to be playing on, you're fine. You know what I mean? So if you already have your EA account linked up to your PlayStation account or your Xbox account, then you're good to go. You know what I mean? Or Steam or whatever. Still nothing, no email. Well, make sure you check the email what you actually have for the labs, the one you signed up for. Make sure you check all your emails. They should be sending them out soon, as far as I know. So hi all, it says all is well. Yeah, man, I'm pretty good. I slept for a while because I was up pretty late working on a lot of stuff. Yeah, just crazy amount, man. To send them in wave. You got one? Nice, nice. I do know that the labs invites is directly to you. You can't get a code and then you can give it to someone else. That doesn't work. But if anyone has if you have a Twitch one and you also have pre-ordered it, or you're going to be a part of labs or whatever, as long as you have, like I say, if you got a fault with the Twitch one, that's your backup code. All right. That's your backup one if you want one. So I actually have a Twitch beta code, but I'm gonna be giving that away. I'm gonna be giving that away on the 7th. I have. So I actually have a spare code giveaway now. So yeah, it's a link your account. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because some people they have like an EA account, but it's not like linked to their consoles or whatever. Do you know, I just realized, right, that I've been an EA member since 2011. That's what it says. It says that I've been an EA member for since 2011. How crazy is that? see, that still doesn't even feel like a long time. I just think that was the point where, like, I don't even know why I made the EA account, because through console, you didn't even need to. I honestly don't even know the reason behind it, why I made it so early. Because for a console guy, there wasn't really any need to make an EA account. Because cross progression didn't start until Battlefield 5. So the only time you would really need to have an EA account was around 2018. So I don't even know what the reason was behind it, why I had it for so long, but I did. But I think it's because it's connected to my PlayStation account, you see. I think that's why. So I probably always had an EA account back then. It was just never created until, I don't know. Stay tuned on the 7th for sure. So I'll be gonna play on PC. Alright. So I got mine in the email. So I said, okay, good. Is it in spam or something? Well, it seems like a lot of people are getting in theirs. Have a look, man. Check. You know, that's your emails. That's emails is your personal stuff. You know what I mean? So you know, however you run your emails. But you gotta remember, you know what I mean, you might have, like, I don't know how you set it up, you know, you might have a primary email. So you might have an account where you sign up for, but you might have an email where it sends directly just news related. You got 3? We'll go through all 3 of them, man. Neo, you are in EACN. EACN. What's that? By the response, probably no. I don't know what that means, to be fair. Mikey, what's up, dude? How you doing? So create a network? No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I've done a lot of Delta Force this year. Maybe. I really don't know. Oh, I never set up my camera. Hang on. Alright. But no, I'm not a part of the creator network stuff. What's kind of wild, you really think about it. You know what I mean? Because, like, people keep saying, like, they don't understand how Enders or Ghost Games in it. But then, like, there's a reason behind a little bit of all of it. You know what I mean? Like, for Ghost, obviously, he done that little leak thing. But that's still some BS. You know what I mean? Doesn't deserve that. And then Enders is Enders, you know what I mean? You know, I know they had like a kind of a witch hunt on him for a little bit. But for me, I don't know. I'm not like grasping to get into it, you know what I mean? It's not like he's splashing any cash. You know? And besides, I'm not a big fan of like flying or traveling on my own. So the last thing I would like to do is try, you know, travel to the other side of the states. You know, I woke up in my own bed. Kind of a dub. You joined on the 27th? Oh, so you just joined them. You should be available to get in. So, hey Neon, it's a long time no see. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bud? Welcome back. Good to see ya. Alright, so we do have some videos we're going to go over. Right. So we got one from Ghost Gaming talking about some of the Battlefield stuff. I know what's going on, because there's been some changes and some talks and everything, so we're gonna go over all of that. All right. Okay. So let's go and switch on here.
Yeah, what is up, guys? Ghost here. Welcome back to.
Sorry, got this.
So what a day yesterday was. I've been at work. I've just got home, and I could not wait to sit down and make this video to talk about Battlefield 6, because I'm sure if you guys watched the reveal, most of you will probably agree with me. It looks pretty good, right? I haven't, played the game yet in the open beta test that the guys were playing yesterday, as I wasn't in any of these events, but it looked really, really good. I think there is fantastic hope for Battlefield going into the future. I think DICE have played it safe with this one. EA have played it safe. They haven't gone for anything strange. Some people have called out that they haven't done enough to innovate the game, but I think that's exactly what people wanted. They wanted Battlefield.
Yeah, I kind of realized that too, to be fair. Like, like everything they had, it didn't look like they kind of went bold with anything. Like, everything is so basic, down to earth. It's like, it isn't like anything crazy at all. Like, I realized that, like, everything was like pretty average stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if you've played the normal, like, old school Battlefield 3 and everything, it's gonna feel like that, but just like, it almost like a remastered, you know what I mean? But then that's the cool thing, like, obviously, as this is its own version, there's so much it can expand to anyway. So, obviously, so much can change, but the launch in very safe, that's for sure.
Battlefield 3, they wanted Battlefield 4, and by the looks of things, that looks like exactly what we're going to get. Now, before I say anything else, massive shout out to llJeezusll for providing me with the footage he captured from the event so I can put it in this video and show some of you guys. I'm going to link his channel down below. He is a fantastic Battlefield creator. I know he's going to be making stuff on BF6 as well, so definitely head over to his channel and give him a look. Really great dude. Massive shout out. Thank you so much, llJeezusll, for the footage. Now, I would love to sit here and tell you guys exactly what I think of Battlefield 6 now that the NDA has been removed on Battlefield Labs. I'm also going to be able to talk about that a little bit, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow's video because there's really a lot to get in there. Today, I want to give you guys some of the important information, some of the burning questions the community's had about the beta. How do I get into the beta? Am I accepted? Do I need to get a key? How do I...
No, Battlefield 6 isn't out yet. It comes out, the early access bit comes out on the 7th.
For the assault class. That has reportedly been removed, at least to some degree, and then it also sounds like weapon classes are not just going to be locked in the beta, but also for the game when it releases on October the 10th. So, we're going to get into all of that in a second, guys.
Yes, they are keeping locked classes then.
Here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed. There's going to be plenty more to come going into the future. Lots of videos, lots of streams, especially when the open beta comes around. I also want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out on the channel yesterday. Even though I wasn't at the event, you guys still came through, came out to watch the stream, and it was a blast. So thank you guys so much for that. Okay, so let's start with the biggest question here that I saw from many of you. How do I get into the open beta? Am I in the open beta if I'm not in Battlefield Labs? There's a lot of confusion around this, so I want to make it exactly clear how you get into the beta and what you need to do. So the beta is going to be on 2 separate weeks. It's going to be next week with a early access of the beta on the 7th and 8th.
That's when we're going to be at the early access.
On the 9th and the 10th. And then the following week from the 14th till the 17th, that's also going to be open. Now, if you want access to those 2 early days on the 7th and the 8th, there are a number of ways that you can get in. One of the ways is simply by pre-ordering the game. The second way was watching one of the content creators yesterday who was streaming the game. I think actually Drops also worked on my channel, so for any of you who were watching on Twitch, you probably will.
Yeah, Drops worked on my channel as well.
Redeem a code. However, a lot of people
I got a code, watch my own stream.
They weren't able to redeem the codes, and the reason for that is because the servers were simply overloaded. So if it didn't work for you, I just wait a couple of days. You've got all the way up until the 7th to do this.
It seems like the servers are working now.
The servers will sort of quieten down a bit and you can get your code redeemed. Presumably your EA account is linked to your Twitch account, so when you redeem that code, it will just flag your account for the early beta, and when the beta becomes available for download, which I think is going to be on the 4th,
yep, on the 4th,
you should get the early access. Now there's also a
so if everyone's got all their their beta stuff, if it's already sorted for you, yeah, you just need to wait to the 4th and then it will be available for you. If you're already signed up for labs or you was a part of it at one point and everything, you'll be fine. For people who or just pre-ordered it, I think pre-order people, you just search for it and then the people who got this other code, you'll get an email of that code on the 4th, so you can put that in to download.
To get early access. And that is quite simply to have been one of the people to sign up for Battlefield Labs. So you don't have to be in Battlefield Labs and participating, you just had to have signed up for it. And Kevin Johnson confirmed
I thought that was really good.
He says, on the topic of Battlefield Labs, you'll be getting early access to the open beta, even if you didn't manage to get into the program. So when they announced Labs, if you were one of the people who went and you filled out the survey and you signed up for it, you're going to be getting that early access.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Twitch.
Pre-ordering, it seems that all of the calls to action to not pre-order the game have fallen on deaf ears, because as you can see right now, Battlefield 6 is the #1 top seller on Steam. Not a massive surprise. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how many weeks it stays there for. I don't really see why people are bothering pre-ordering it before they've even played the game. We no longer live in a day and age when I was a kid where you have to get your hands on a copy of the disc from your local retail store, and maybe they only had 100 copies, right? So you would pre-order to make sure that you got a disc on release day. These days,
dude, I totally did that, man. So there was one point, right, when I got Black Ops 3, I went to midnight release for it. I think it was like my last COD for midnight release, to be fair. I went in there and to get an Xbox copy, and because I pre-ordered one for Xbox, and they gave me a PlayStation copy, and I was like, what? So I like showed them receipt. They saw it was an Xbox One, but then they had the issue there where there wasn't enough. So they had to like scalp around to try to find an Xbox copy to give me.
The game literally the day before it releases, and you're going to get all of the same benefits. So I honestly don't see a point pre-ordering before you tried the beta.
I've already pre-ordered it.
You didn't get a key from the content creators. You didn't sign up for Battlefield Labs in time, because of course they've now closed the sign-ups temporarily. In that case,
yeah,
yes,
I didn't wait, guys. I didn't wait.
Early access. Now, I think it's fair to say that one of the more controversial things that we've seen from Battlefield 6, which maybe wasn't to everybody's taste, is the double primary weapon perk, otherwise known as the weapon sling, for the assault class. So for anybody who doesn't know,
this was a pretty big deal.
What this allows you to do is replace one of your gadgets with a second primary weapon. And DICE have actually made a really nice change here, and they've detailed this over on X. And they say, following feedback from Battlefield Labs participants, it was clear that players felt the earliest iterations of the weapon sling gadget was intruding upon class identity with its ability to use double assault rifles, or any other signature weapon, and we agreed. As stated in our second community update on classes, this is being addressed, so you will no longer be able to use the following as a secondary weapon with the weapon sling, and that is the assault rifle.
The thing was though, right, having a weapon sling anyway for the assault class, then running a shotgun was pretty powerful.
The LMGs and the sniper rifles, I don't know why the SMGs are not there, because that's also a signature weapon for the engineer class, but I guess we'll have to see. But you can use the following as a second weapon with weapon sling.
Yeah, so shotties can still be there.
DMRs, and then shotguns. Personally, I don't like the weapon sling system at all. I think even with limiting this to carbines, DMRs, and shotguns, it's still going to be too powerful.
Yeah, it starts on the... dude, even if you're super busy, there's going to be one point out of the day where you can catch me. You know what I mean? There'll be a point, even if it's the night or the morning, you know what I mean? Like, that's the cool thing about them streaming fonts is as it's consistent. So, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, you'll probably miss some stuff, and I feel bad, you know, but, like, at least, you know, you can come in at any point, you know what I mean?
You know, the one drawback, really, of having
it's good to see you, Delta. I hope you do well, man.
You only have a shotgun, so yes, whilst it's amazing at close range, and judging by the footage, it certainly seemed like shotguns were very powerful in Battlefield 6, at longer ranges, you're practically useless. But as soon as that player is able to take something else along with a shotgun, like an assault rifle or whatever, then that major drawback fizzles away. So it still sounds a little bit overpowered in my eyes. Clearly, we're going to have to play the beta, we're going to have to try it out for ourselves. The only worry I have is that this isn't something that DICE can easily switch off, because the assault class has really
I'm going to have my friend Feynix here for that stream-a-thon as well.
Doesn't get heals, and they've taken the heal ability away from the stim pen as well. It doesn't get revives, so this is like the main meat of the assault class is this weapon sling ability, so I don't think they're ever going to remove this entirely, even if there's a lot of negative feedback around it. I think one thing they could do to address this, though, if it does turn out to be completely overpowered and everybody's picking it, is that they could simply nerf the shotguns or the DMRs and the carbines, these universal weapons, if you like, and make them not quite as potent. But, you know, time will tell.
But the problem is, though, is that if you nerf the shotguns, the carbines, and the DMRs, then as there's already locked classes and stuff anyway, it's just like if you start doing stuff like that, I don't know, it depends if you can use them on other classes, but if you start nerfing them, then what happens to the people who single-handedly want to go around with a shotgun or a carbine or a DMR? What happens if they just want to go around with just that weapon? But they gonna nerfed it because of the whole assault way, you know? I don't think that really works, though. It's definitely a tricky one, you know what I mean? Maybe they can, like, purposely nerf it if you're using the gunslinger type of thing. You know, so if you're using the assault class for that reason, then maybe it makes them weapons spread. So, like, technically that weapon performs differently because of the assault class, you know? Like, it gives you a little bit of a con if you use that for it. You know, where, like, hey, you can still use the shotgun, it just has more spread.
That needs to be addressed in the future. Now,
yeah, it looks like there might be a sweet spot in this game.
It's going to please a lot of you as well. So, if you guys watched the stream yesterday,
I covered all the stuff over from yesterday on today's video. If any of you guys want to check out
Battlefield stream, I honestly just could not handle it. The commentators there were so overhyping everything that it was just too much in my ears to listen to and also stream the event to you guys. So I went and watched other creators, but apparently they had some of the DICE devs coming on that stream, giving little tidbits of information away. This was reported on here by Battlefield Bulletin. He says, breaking, DICE lead producer David Sirland has officially confirmed on the scene in LA that Battlefield 6 will lock weapons to classes in the open beta and at launch. If you don't like this system, both styles, locked and open weapons, will make it into the launch regardless of how the beta goes. He says it's not like this is a test where whatever you play more, we will choose. No, we will support both. So I think we'd all assume that this was just going to be a test carried out in the beta, and then whichever one tended...
yeah, but if they do lock classes and unlock classes, they split that, you know what that's doing? Splitting the player base. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what you're doing. You're splitting the player base pretty hard that way. I don't know. I think it would be fine, but it's just also, it's you know, you play lock classes and then you go and jump in a lock class one. You know, it's just you're never going to bump into, like other people because other people could be playing the open. So imagine I had a friend, right, who liked playing on lock classes only, and I want to play open classes. You know what I mean? Then I have to go and pick and choose, as you know, or I can never play against my friends because they're never going to be in the same lobbies. You know, I don't know. I thought the beta would be fine because then they can test it out and stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like it's going to split the player base.
To be more popular, that's what DICE were going to carry forward into the main game, but apparently that's not going to be the case. They're going to support both. I don't know how they're going to do this. Are they going to have separate playlists for every single game mode with locked weapons?
Yeah, see what I mean?
Are they simply talking maybe about portal modes? Are we just going to be able to make portal servers with locked weapons, but otherwise the main matchmaking playlists are going to have open weapons? That remains to be seen yet.
We have
I'm
no
not
clue.
going to say this is a massive win for anybody who wants to have locked weapons, because it may not propagate through every single matchmaking playlist. And if they do have two playlists for every single game mode, that's surely going to split the player base, right? So it doesn't seem like a win-win. It's more of a win-loss situation here. But But nevertheless, this does show that they're certainly listening to us. They're trying to appease us at every turn here, you know, act on the feedback that we're giving them, and basically make us happy as Battlefield players, and I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. And that also segues me nicely into Battlefield 6's cosmetics. So, I don't know if any of you guys looked at the Phantom Edition. Those are some of the first cosmetics that we've seen. I think they look absolutely fine. Some people said even those were like too much. I don't really see the issue here. I mean, to me, they look like military skins. You know, you've got to give DICE the artistic vision to do something with the skins.
Yeah, like
these, I think, are
that's pretty obvious, and you know, like you look at everything, they all look pretty like down to earth and everything. But the reality is, you know, like just like how an LOG is, you know, it looks cool and all now, but sooner or later you want different skins. You know, I mean, like your game characters are gonna slowly look a little bit different. You know, that's just pretty obvious. You know, they're gonna expand and I think. But the question is, how far do they go? That's the biggest way. But they still need to make money somehow.
Perfectly in line with the grounded aesthetic that they're going for with the game. But since then, several of the devs have also chimed in and commented on this. So this is once again coming from Battlefield Bulletin, and he says, other devs from the Battlefield studios have shared David Sirlin's vision on Battlefield 6's cosmetic skins and EA's commitment to grounded realism. In an interview with DBLTAP, that's a bit of a mouthful, DICE design director Shashank Uchil pointed to Call of Duty's infamous Nicki Minaj skin as something Battlefield 6 doesn't need. So he said, it has to be grounded. This is what BF3 and BF4 was. It was all soldiers on the ground. Pointing at the key art featuring soldiers in soldier gear.
Hey, thank you for the sub.
New York City. It's going to be like this. I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real. Keep it grounded. In addition, DICE producer Alexia Christofi told to Comic Book that cosmetics must feel grounded and authentic to this game's aesthetic. What I will say is what's really important to us is that things feel grounded, and we want people to express themselves and to have cool skins and peacock in a way like I look cool and I have this great weapon skin, but we want it to feel authentic to the franchise. That's the approach we're thinking. And then similarly, David Sirland also had this to say. He says that's also part of the class identity, how you look. Probably more how you think you look than how you actually see someone. We have this shoulder identifier for classes like with the Recon, it's 3 antennas near their shoulder, similar to Battlefield 3. For example, there's a ghillie material on the Recon skins, and they're not used on the other classes to really emphasize the differences. There are some rules there, but it's looser rules than it's always going to look like this, but it needs to feel like it fits in the universe, because part of why I think we're getting this good feedback here is because it feels like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, in a sense.
Oh yeah, it really does look like that, doesn't it?
So basically, from these sentiments here, from these various developers, they understand the mission, right? They're not going to go and make any super wacky skins like we've seen in Call of Duty, like the Beavis and Butthead stuff. I mean, that would just be so out of touch with the community that I can never see DICE and EA doing that anyway.
Yeah, it would suck if they start getting pretty wild.
Battlefield 2042, they really didn't bother me that much. On the other hand, I didn't want to buy them. I had no interest in buying the skins in that game because I didn't like the characters. I had no personal relationship with those characters. Maybe in Battlefield 6, I'm going to feel differently. Maybe once I've played the campaign and it's going to be a bit more gritty and down-to-earth and serious, perhaps I will buy some skins in this game. Who knows? I'm not really that kind of player. I'm just kind of like, I don't really care about skins, to be honest with you. But yeah, it sounds like they're going in a good direction there. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I think I've churned on for quite long enough.
Thank you, Ghost, for covering it. Appreciate it, boss man. So I don't know why it says like 52 days for release, because I swear it's like 70, isn't it? It says release in 52 days. But if I look at like my other one, like it will say that because I pre-ordered it. I bought it now. So if I go and have a look at search up Battlefield 5 or 6 in my library. See, it's already in there. When does it say how long I've got? But it says here, it says in 60 days. How is it saying 60 days? Hey, thank you for the follow. But that's the same. It says 60 days, but in the Battlefield one, it says more. Man, what's up with these Twitch bots? Bandit. So these are the benefits you can get. We got the standard edition. Right. Oh my god, there's another one? What the frick? Why isn't it? Dude, I just got 3 bots in a row. What? Dude, I just had like 3 bots in a row on my Twitch stream. What the frick? That's insane. I've never had that before. So troopers, who's pre-ordered it? Who's bought it? Who bought Battlefield? Who did it? Master Chief, what's up, man? You did? Nice, nice. Well, I'll see you on the 7th. You will? Make sure you get it done before the 7th then, so you get yourself the early access. Pre-download it on the 4th. I'm set buying it, just not gonna pre-order it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, unless you got yourself the guaranteed early access, then you don't need to pre-order it. You really think about it. Because the biggest thing about pre-ordering the game right now is just getting that early access. But except that, you could just wait until the 10th of October. I can't believe it's coming out in October, man. That's going to be insane. You have labs? Okay, so yeah, you're good. Yeah, if you've done that stress test thing too, what happened like in May, then you can also do, you're also in. Come on, peeps. Come on, capture the flag. I'm so excited for it though. Oh, he got me. Yeah, I'm super excited, man. You know how cool the thing is well with Battlefield 6 is its Conquest, man. I'm honestly so excited because its Conquest is gonna feel like just close quartered. You know what I mean? Make sure my it's all maxed. Oh, game ended. But what I was trying to say is that I love how the Conquest is, because like with the Conquest, right, is that what they're doing is, oh, but what I love is the fact that like each sector has its own like play style, its own battle it does. And what I love, and it honestly is pretty similar to how 2042 kind of done it, where each sector kind of felt like its own battlefield, like its own battle and everything. But the problem was this 2042 obviously poorly executed it. But when it happened, you can realize that in certain locations where it would always be more hectic than anything else when it comes to 2042. But as you can see with like BF6, it's like each sector is just like that, but like way more craftily designed and everything. But then the thing is how the map is designed itself. It has that whole flow that you can still transfer that one sector of a battlefield, of a gunplay, and move yourself over to another one while still having dogfights and stuff, you know, so there's no like dry spill. You know, they definitely learned a lot from the mistakes with this one.
The Russians have been drilling Antarctic oil for
And they realized that, you know, they got to make sure there's no dry spills, you know, so you don't feel like it's a running simulator to flag, you know.
Russian troops are on site, so
Because all they really did with 2042, as you can see, they just made the flags closer. But it still didn't change it because how the map's designed, you know. Let's go. Right, we're going to take the high hill. Even though, dude, the audio is amazing, isn't it? I'm very impressed with how the audio is. I think the audio was really, really good. Yeah, I was very pleased with how the audio was. Now, everything sounded great. Like, even like the tank gun fights, you can hear like the metal, like the bullets hitting the metal of the vehicle, you know? See, while you're like doing damage to it, you hear the dum 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 dum. It sounded great. Yeah, but Battlefield's always been pretty good with audio, to be fair. You know, they done a really good job with Battlefield 1 especially, and done a pretty good job with it. Can I nosedive this? Is there a way? Yeah, I think it's over here. There we go. Dude, this is such a cheesy spot. Okay, let's get ourselves down. See if we can survive this. Ready? Easy, easy, easy. Oh no, oh no. Yep. Oh no. Welcome everyone. It's good to see everyone. I hope you're all doing well. We're talking all Battlefield today, so feel free to share everything, talk about everything. Yeah, all the NDNAs, they all got lifted yesterday over the previous Battlefield Lab stuff. So we can talk all Battlefield. So if there's anything you'd like to share or anything from your experience, you can now.
we are engaging at Bravo 1.
Here's one. I did feel like a lot of the weapons were pretty laser beams. I did realize that. It did feel like all the weapons were kind of easy to use. Like, didn't seem like they have like too much high recoil. So I wonder how they're gonna do with that. Because it did feel like a lot of the guns were like pretty laser beams. Oh, he got me. Yeah, I did realize though, you guys, if you're on PC, please let me know how your performance or how you even play that game. Because it's gonna be pretty chunky on the computer. I think you need like a high, I think it's like a 2060 or something, to run it at like 1080p 30 FPS. 30 FPS for 1080p. Yeah, that's like a 1060, and they said to like do a like 60 FPS or maybe 1440, you need to obviously have like a 30 series and stuff. So if you're anything higher than a 30 series, you're gonna be fine. But yeah, it looks pretty obvious that this Battlefield is going to take some mad juice, you know. And the thing is, that usually happens anyway. Like, if you guys are obviously aware of, like, PC performance and stuff, although you think to yourself, like, oh yeah, big map, more to load, more stuff going on, you know, you can imagine, you think, oh yeah, that probably takes more performance. Well, funny enough, you know what I mean, the smaller maps are actually sometimes the most hard-hitting ones. Because, you know, you usually have so much going on in such a small area while your computer's working on more stuff. You know what I mean? It's working on, like, all the nade spam, the smokes, you know, just as everything is just more cluttered, you know? And we all, you know, as you saw with the gameplay yesterday, and I think everything's going to be very chaotic. So you can imagine how it's going to be, like, visual-wise and everything. It's going to be a lot going on. Oh, that poor guy. Poor guy. Oh, poor guy. I'll see him on the open beta, won't I? It's a 370, 1440. Alright, alright. Yeah, I always struggle to run 2042 on my computer. And I have an i9 with a 5080 Ti. But for some reason, I just seem to always struggle with running 2042. But I'm also, you know, I'm a streamer, so I have everything else running too, my OBS. And that's running through my Elgato computer card stuff. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you. David Brown. David Brown. What's up, man? I'm seeing you on the 7th, right? If they release it at like Sweden time, because like Battlefield's always been doing it by Sweden time, but they have so many more studios now, so I don't know where. I still think Sweden is the main like hub of Battlefield. So I don't know if they're going to be doing it by like Sweden time or LA time or like, you know, US time stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, considering that the time zone hasn't changed yet, we should be getting the launch time for the beta should be at 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning on the 7th. Yeah, so it should be like, yeah, that for my time it will be. By the way, the launch day for the Battlefield beta is going to be our birthday stream. Just want to point out, okay? That's going to be our birthday stream.
Leave me. I don't need help.
Yeah, technically my birthday's on the 6th of August. But as the beta's coming out like the day after, we're just celebrating our birthday then. I'll probably be doing 2 streams on the launch day. Because if it's that early, I'm going to be streaming first for a good couple hours probably. And then take some time off, make a video, maybe take a quick nap, and then we'll be back streaming again for a good while. Yeah, because you got to think about it, this beta is going to be pretty limited, so we want to make sure we get a lot of gaming in. And then once we've done that, I have enough footage to make videos and content and everything. That when it comes to the 14th, we're good. And then on the 14th will be our streamathon. So if you guys want to be a part of that, help out for the timer, please do. Because we're trying to work on our start timer. So you need Battlefield 6 now. Not long, man, not long. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to wait. I don't know how I'm gonna wait.
The enemy just pushed us off Charlie 2.
No, I want it now. It's gonna be so much fun though. So much fun. I can't wait. You know how easy it's gonna be for us? Dude. Just watching all them Call of Duty players play the game. Dude, I have never seen a Call of Duty world champion, a 2-time Call of Duty world champion, Opticmstr. I never thought in a million years I would see the biggest bot when it comes to flying. You know what I mean? He's like the GOAT when it comes to COD. You know what I mean? There ain't no one better than him. But bro, when I watch, like, he's good on the ground, but don't let him fly. Don't let him fly. It's crazy, man, how, like, basic a lot of people are until they hit, like, you know, once they, like, hit Battlefield. Like, Battlefield has such a big skill gap because, like, it's not just, like, being on the ground. It's, like, everything, man. I think the biggest thing I do lack on with Battlefield playstyle is probably, I would say it's like the main like chopper flying, so like attack chopper, jets, Nightbird, stuff like that. That's what I kind of struggle on. But if you want me to like transport you to a different location, being a Black Hawk chopper or something, I'm your boy, man. I'm your boy, because I feel pretty comfortable flying. I'm just not comfortable like having gunfights. But I'm a good transport guy, that's for sure. Pretty proud of myself with that. Yeah, I was very happy with everything yesterday. I was very... Honestly, I did not expect to be that hyped. I didn't. And maybe it could be just because I'm falling for the trap. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's crazy to think about that. Like, last Battlefield, all it took for all of us to fall for it was just a trailer. You know what I mean? Like 2042, all it took us to fall for it was just a trailer. So at least it took me all the way from now to see like proper physical gameplay to be like, I'm gonna get it. So I waited. But as I said in my video already today, if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. But as I said in that video, I can't say Battlefield is back until I truly play it myself. You know what I mean? I give myself some good couple of days on it. But right now, I'm excited, man. Very, very excited. Remember, Troopers, if you have yet to leave a like on the stream, please do. Would appreciate it. Oh yeah, definitely need to get them likes up. Yep, so when I do the streamathon on the 14th, my friend Feynix is gonna be coming here. What's going to be pretty cool. He's also going to bring his computer. So I got a bit of a LAN center going on. Pretty excited about. What are them days exactly? When do they like? Are they all going into the weekend, right? Okay, so, okay, the 7th is on Thursday. So early access is Thursday and Friday. And then open beta launch will be on Saturday and then Sunday. And then it'll be gone again, and then it'll come out open beta on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so, yeah, really, so, like, so most of you guys, anyway, you know, if you're working and stuff, you know what I mean, then the early access stuff ain't going to bother you as it is. But the open beta, it's all going to be on the weekend. So really, even if you want to get yourself in early, you're that keen and stuff, you know, like if you're not available to, I wouldn't stress about it, because like you're gonna be in and play it during the weekend anyway, unless you work in the weekend, where I feel bad for the weekend workers. It should be a crime, man. I feel like people who work at weekends really lose like a bit of a social life, because like it's crazy like the amount of people who be like off on a weekend. You know, like anytime I make plans or something with a wife, it's always on a weekend, you know?
Enemy, 50 meters from my position.
Oh, he's gonna come on the side. I just saw him. See if he peeks it. There he is. And I lost that? At the Salt, welcome to the Twitch stream, man.
Cover me!
We've lost sector alpha to the enemy.
So who's gonna be here on the 7th then? Like on launch. I gotta see and make my squad, man. I gotta see what squad's gonna be available. Honestly, I think we're gonna pretty much have people to play with all the time. You know what I mean? Really? That's gonna be crazy, man, because usually it's been pretty easy to go around with all the tier 2 members. But there's probably gonna be so many where I'd probably have to rotate it out. As long as I can like plan out and see what squads want to be a part of it. And make sure we have room for new people too. Because we'll probably get some new members during that time as well. You have night shift on the 7th, but then 4 days off. Oh, let's go. Okay. So, yeah, if you don't get into the early access then, you know what I mean, then you'll have, what, the 9th and the 10th. So you have 2 days of the beta, and then you just got 2 days to yourself, you know? Slob out the beta for 2 days. Poor nighter, you know? No punishment there, you know what I mean? Got 4 days off. Just slob it out, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, you guys will have plenty of time to play this. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a little bit longer, though. It doesn't feel like as long of a beta compared to what Battlefield usually does. Because Battlefield usually releases, like, beta, like for a whole week. Usually. Oh my god. Snipers everywhere. There's another sniper, bro.
Ultra One is being contested by hostiles.
I got in the vehicle, man. Give yourself some safety. Cook him. Oh, they really want us. Cook that guy like an egg. Yeah. Ah. It wouldn't go off. Oh, easy driving, bud. I can't do any damage to him. Kind of unfortunate. No, that guy's in the gunner. He could take the tank down. Yeah, where's the tank again? Oh, it might have been destroyed. Yeah, I think he's destroyed. Here's one.
Enemy vehicle on my position.
Oh, I did it. Did you quit Twitch? Yes, I did get a Twitch code. I'm gonna save that for right now, because I already pre-ordered it, so I have a spare code. I just want to make sure that I actually my beta goes through, just in case I have to use it. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, I obviously gotta make sure I get in there. So just in case there's any issues or something. But that's after that, then I'm gonna give away that code, because I won't need it. You see, I'm just holding on to it right now because just in case like I need it. Thank you for the sub, Patrick. So yeah, if you have like spare codes and stuff, give them to your friends or whatever. If you are you're guaranteed to get in. I should be anyway because I pre-ordered it. I'm just not giving mine away until the 7th. I want to give mine on stream. But if any of you guys do have spare codes, right? You want to give them away onto the stream on the 7th. You can do that here if you want to. I'm cool with that.
Our troops have secured more sectors than the hostiles.
Started getting some flags now. Seems like I can't really destroy. Oh no, I destroyed the beacon. I just didn't get the points for it. It is kind of crazy to think about, troopers, like where you look at the new Battlefield, and then you look at 2042. It's like, it's honestly it's like it's hard to believe. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Like it really just seems like it's just hard to believe. Like what? Like how? Like it doesn't even seem like it's made by the same people. You know? Well, it's obviously made by way more, so that's pretty obvious. I said this anyway from yesterday's stream, that the way how that new Battlefield works and I think it looks, if it really does go well and it does turn out to be a good game, it's pretty obvious that Battlefield has to keep that momentum with that many people. Like when it comes to like the amount of studios and everything, because if that's the case, and this is how much it takes, it's like what, 5 studios to work on Battlefield. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if that's the case and that's how much effort it took to make this game, then it means that for the next one they have to do the same. You know, they need it to be just as big or bigger than what they have. But there's no way that DICE can just do that by themselves. There's no way. And that's pretty obvious, and that's been proven now. That one studio can't make a Battlefield game anymore. It has to be by multiple studios. So Battlefield has to keep that momentum now. But they just, like all of them. It's the only way, man, they're gonna keep making good Battlefields. That was lucky. Dude, I've been chilling with this guy in the vehicle for a bit, and we got some good flags. I can't believe we're actually gonna lose this. I felt like we've been doing such good work. Oh my god, there's so many people here though. I gotta station myself up. Get ready! Oh. Got 5, 6 people. It's like 4 now. More teammates doing some work. Oh, getting shot on the side. Oh, do you know what's cool as well? No more Ranger. You know? You know how nice of a feeling it was, troopers? Just see people just move around the map normal. You know how nice it was to just see people not using grappling hooks or having a turret what shoots for you. Like, that's the one thing I realized with Battlefield 6 too, is that if you want to take down an enemy, you have to do it yourself. You can't rely on a Ranger or a Boris sentry gun anymore. It looks like also as well though, you can put C5 on drones. I wonder how they balance that out though, because you kind of can do that now, but I think the drone goes really slow when you put C5 on it. So they might be doing that. I need to stop calling it C5.
You are overwhelmed. We must take our losses and retreat while we still can.
Yeah, I need to stop calling it C5 because they're going back to C4, as they should. So I tried to use my code on the EA website, but it's basically said to come back on the 7th. Yes, that's probably because the website was like basically down yesterday. There's so many people trying to sign up. I wouldn't sweat about it. You know what I mean? As I'm saying, you got all the way until the 7th, and pre-download is going to start on the 4th. So just keep coming back. Come back when it's a bit more of a quieter time or something. But yeah, I know the website has been hit pretty hard. That's for sure. Guys, if you haven't left a like, please do. There's so many people in it, but not enough likes. Alright, here we go, next game.
Our lost submarine has been recovered in Along, India. While our national property is being defiled, our most secret weapon system...
They'll put you in a musty headlock.
Naval infantry will deploy immediately.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm on controller. Why am I using my mouse?
This effort will not come easily.
Dude, it's so weird, man. Like, I've been doing a lot of Delta Force on the PC. And I really had to get myself back into the swings of console and controller again. So honestly, I think maybe for the rest of the week, I think we just have to keep doing Battlefield, because I really got to keep myself warmed up on a controller. Yeah, I don't want to be transitioning to, Is this guy stuck?
We have superiority this map. Make sure we maintain it.
Well, wasn't that hard, was it?
Delta sector is now fully secure.
I don't even know what skin this is on it, but it's definitely a different skin on this vehicle. Oh, look at the enemies. Look at the enemies. I'm coming in. Oh, guys. No! Yeah, by the sounds of it too, that as soon as this beta ends for Battlefield, the next 2 days after that, because on the 19th, so this the beta will end on the 17th of August, but the Delta Force console launch happens on the 19th. So we're gonna have like a day, and then we're like back on the grind again, because then we got Delta Force console. And honestly, I'll probably be doing Delta Force with the mix of Battlefield through basically until Battlefield launches, really. And I think once Battlefield does launch, I'm going to calm down with the Delta Force for just a little bit, for like a couple of months. I'll come back and cover the like season stuff and all that, but I really am looking for Battlefield. But I'm still going to cover Delta Force for its life cycle and stuff. Yeah, I'll still be doing all of that. But during the launch of Battlefield, that's all I'm going to be playing them, man. Yeah, I was born and raised in the UK, but I live in the States now. I've been here for almost 6 years. If you ask why I choose the States, I fell in love with an American woman. Really how it went. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, Dave, I really don't want to, like, dip into that conversation with the Delta Force stuff, because I do have a pretty nice relationship with them. I don't want to, like... I don't want them to, like, you know, be irritated or whatever, but... man, it's just it's the way our Battlefield looks, and I think... I don't even know they're going to stand a chance, really. Like, I truly believe that. I just, I don't know, man. It's like like it looks so good, and if the game plays as it looks, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, like literally, the way everything I saw yesterday was exactly how I wanted a Battlefield to be. Like close quartered Conquest and stuff like that, but also a massive all-out scale warfare at the same time. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, I'm not a big breakthrough guy, because I feel like there's a lot of backs and forwards with it. But I'd be pretty curious to see how breakthrough performs on Battlefield. You know, because it might... Because I was a big fan of Operations. Operations is basically basically breakthrough. But I felt like there were so many routes they could really do with that one. With the operation maps on Battlefield 1. And obviously Battlefield 5 breakthrough wasn't too bad either, but 2042 just wasn't it. You know what I mean? I wasn't a big fan about that. But like the way how like Conquest plays and everything, where it's like it feels close quarter the entire time, but the way how the map's designed, like dude, it's basically Battlefield 3. Like it really is. Like it's exactly like the main part of like what I found in love with Battlefield in the first place. And like also it's gonna be through Conquest. Yes, man. Because if there's anything for me being a quite competitive person, it's Conquest. You know what I mean? Bro, I have no clue what's gonna happen with COD, but I bet they were just like, oh no. I bet the COD marketing team is probably just like, oh my god, what are we supposed to do now? Let's release the Homer Simpson skin. Get a bunch of yellow people running around, you know. And then if you die, you know, just go dolt. See, they got it, man. COD's got it. COD has gone pretty wild, man. It really isn't the same. I feel like I look at Call of Duty now, and it's like I don't even recognize the game. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like COD's changed so much that it's like I just like I don't recognize the game. to show your sense, my sense is 80. I believe so. Trolls on foot, 80. Yep, 80. And then I have 50 for that. So you can pre-order the Battlefield straight from here as well. Beta starts in 5 days. Ooh. 5 days and 7 hours or something. Yeah, I already got my beta sorted. Do you know Battlefield 6 will have skip-based matchmaking? Dude, I hope not. Oh my goodness. If they'd done something like that, that would be a pretty big L. ADS 50? Ooh, I don't know. So look. I do have controller settings, by the way, so if you need to go through it. 55. But yeah, I do have a full controller settings video you can check out. Even if they're pretty old, they're the same. Why people hate 2042 so much? Dude, you're like 4 years too late to ask that question. Yeah, honestly, just put that in ChatGPT, and it'll tell you. But yeah. He's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to speak about it. You know what I mean? I spent 4 years talking about all of that. Yeah, there's many documentaries, like videos, you can check out to give a whole explaining about this game. But I am not one to sit there and do that. It's super late, right? Well, you gotta remember, like, there's a lot of people coming back to Battlefield, you see, and so many people did skip 2042. And there's also a lot of people who never played Battlefield before. But you gotta remember, guys, as a Battlefield community, we need to make sure we welcome everyone. You know what I mean? From any type of community, you know? We want to welcome all players from around the world. Why, you ask? So when we play this game, it's easier. We have an easier time. I say this every time, man. Like, people can't compete with the Battlefield peeps. That was just like that when it came to Delta Force 2. It's like we went to like Delta Force, and it was just fun from there. Yeah, if you're already an experienced Battlefield player, then it's gonna be such a fun ride. Oh, he's so weak. Hey, got him. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Dude, we actually gonna streak while doing that clip on that pilot? Yes, we are. What the frick? Neon, hear him. Damn. How sick was that streak, man? Bro, I saw this, I saw a Call of Duty player, right, and he done a Battlefield tier list, right, and he put 2042 as his S tier. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I'm getting server lag. I'm getting server lag. So you see that? That lag there? I wasn't even me, it was the server. Yeah, it is pretty funny though to see a lot of people like just come out of the blue and just act like they've been around for Battlefield for years. But then they can't give you one piece of like knowledge about Battlefield of their own experience. They're just copy and pasting everything, you know. There's so many like people out there, but it makes sense anyway because Battlefield has so much hype. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like hype creators around there. What's a pretty easy, well I wouldn't say easy, but it's a lot more of a common living situation, you know what I mean, because you're going around after the hype all the time, so your content and your attraction has always been pretty higher engaged, because you're always going after like the biggest things, you know, so there's always higher engagement. So that's why a lot of people are coming into the scene right now talking about Battlefield and stuff, because there has a lot of hype around it. But a lot of that stuff will probably calm down sooner or later, especially like the COD players and stuff. Because once Call of Duty comes out, that's where most of them are gonna go back to, you know, playing COD. But I think it's gonna have a pretty healthy player base. I am pretty concerned about the locked and open weapons playlist for launch. I don't really understand why we need that. Because I feel like the locked and open class system, I just don't think that's necessary, personally, for me. Because I also feel like it might, like, split the player base. I think it's fine for the beta if they need to test it out, but I don't know how I feel about it being at launch. I feel like it might split the player base, because they got, like, all these game modes. Are they going to split it all by locked and unlocked? But then that's the thing, like, I'll play Battlefield in whatever way it is. You know what I mean? I'll play Battlefield in open class, or I'll play Battlefield as locked. It doesn't really bother me. But I kind of don't want there to be two, because, like, there's just different styles then. You know, if they make it where it's class only, then I'll just do that. Like, that's the thing, I don't really know, like, which way to play. Uh-oh, a lot of people. Hey, thank you for the Twitch follow. It's the most, like, split community. Exactly. And, like, that's the thing, like, I also want to learn Battlefield and, like, how to play this new Battlefield. But it's just like, what happens if I learn how to play it with a lot of classes and then they actually decide to change it? You know? But I also don't want there to be like a split player base, because then, like, I know sooner or later I have to switch between the two. Because what happens if I want to play some games with my friends, but my friends want to play on the closed classes? You know, or the open classes, but I want to play the closed one, you know? So you got that, and then also as well, you got to remember crossplay. You know, having crossplay on and having crossplay off. So you already got a split player base just from that itself, and now you're also going to add it with playlist too. I don't know. I just think that's a bit too many, isn't it? I don't think that's necessary, right? The most likely split player. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just gonna split the player base. Yeah, it would be a big shocker if they added skill-based matchmaking, but I doubt they will. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, if they want a 100 million player count, then I guess they easily can pull that off if they really want to. But it depends on, like, how open the weapon slots will be. I don't know. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really care on which way. But if there was a way, then I kind of probably just prefer lock classes. You know? But like, yeah, like that's the trickiest thing. Like I'm even thinking about now. It's like I have no clue what I want to play on. I don't know. I just want to play basic Battlefield. I don't really. It doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I don't know they're gonna pull off 100 million people. It's kind of bonkers, isn't it? Yeah, I doubt it, because the game isn't even out yet, and it has about a 500,000 wish list. So that's definitely quite a lot of people on the wish list stuff, because there's actually the top wish list right now. So it's definitely doing it. It's definitely getting the hype. I think them lot announcing and showing off the gameplay and everything yesterday. I think, just like myself, it won me over. It won basically everyone else over. And they also teased that BR. That's pretty obvious now, troopers. We're getting a battle royale. Dude, exactly, man. Exactly. That's 100%. I know what you're talking about right there. Yeah, it's just like... I have no clue how this game went so wrong to what they have now. Like, what they showed us yesterday is... like, yeah. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, how is this possible? How does this even happen? Yeah, I do feel like 2042 is just going to kind of fall into that, like, that hole where, like, you know, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to just kind of, like, drift off, just like Hardline. So, yo, Neon, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the Twitch stream. Hope you're doing well.
Hostile infantry spotted 170 meters away.
The 2042 is the definition of not listening to community feedback. Really, because like, if you look at Battlefield 6, that right there, you can instantly tell that that's been worked on. You know what I mean? That's been listened to the community feedback. It's been tweaked, improved. Like you can tell that, like, even the way how the maps are designed and stuff, you can see that it's been really well thought through. You know, one of the DICE devs said that that Brooklyn map, they actually calmed down the cover. They said that there was too much cover. But the good thing about this game is that it's not going to be available on the old gen, so they can give you guys a proper new generation experience. There's also supposed to be a performance mode for PlayStation 5 Pro, and I think that it might be for PlayStation 5 as well. But that's supposed to, like, sacrifice quality while increasing FPS. It's going to be called, like, performance mode. As far as I know, I think it's 90 FPS for PlayStation. And I think for the Pro, I think it's 120 FPS. So it looks like you probably play this Battlefield in higher frame rate. Well, I need to figure out how to do it on console. Because I have an Elgato, so I don't know if I need to change some settings or something so I can display that output. What? Nice. I think they added a server browser for Portal. They will. Yeah, Portal will have its own server browser and stuff. Portal looks crazy, man. That customization and everything with full XP and all that. The only thing what I think is going to be really crap about it is that, like, the server stuff, like the customization, it seems really cool. But it also is going to... it's also going to be kind of crappy because, unfortunately, 2042's definition of Portal was basically just a boost in server. It was pretty much like if you want to max out your if you want to max out your season pass, if you want to max out your weapons, max out your XP and stuff. Basically, if you just want to boost your way through to max level, Portal was it. And I didn't like that, man, because it really just felt like a bunch of just cheesy cheaters. You know what I mean? So I hope to God that Portal isn't like that, where people just want to rank up really fast, just boost themselves through. Because that's going to be super lame. I won't be a big fan of that at all, if that's the case. But the customization, what there's going to be on Portal, looks so sick. Like, obviously, they showed us, like, some quite bizarre ones. You know, where there's, like, a bridge, we have to run up it and stuff. Or they have, like, cool stuff you can go around with jets. But the biggest thing for me, I think that having that cool, crazy customization is pretty cool. It'll be fun, you know what I mean? But I also feel like that, the cool thing that I'm excited for the most is that with this customization, you can make your own map. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I thought to myself, oh, it's only 9 maps for launch. But then you got to think about it, like, a lot of people from the Portal side could just create their own maps. You know, they can make their own map. You know how crazy that is? So it's not like we have, like, 9 maps. We also are going to have, like, a bunch of them. You know, that's going to be crazy.
Enemy! 20 meters away from me!
Abandon all sectors. Let American forces have what's left.
The COD clone slide cancelling, question mark. You ever played Battlefield before? Closed betas on the 7th and the 8th.
هنعمل ايه؟
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Well, you should already know, right? You played Battlefield 1, played Battlefield 5, played 2042. You seen the gameplay from yesterday, right? They streamed like 4.5 hours of gameplay.
Forces penetrated Egyptian airspace and is bound for an agricultural research facility in the eastern desert. Given the global famine, I don't have to oversell its importance. Be aware, the area is divided by a large barrier limiting mobility. Coordination will be key to the mission's success. Gear up and get ready to move. They've taken Sector Charlie. We are in
Enemy fire! 3 o'clock!
Oh, I don't know why this guy's flying. What's he doing? What is going on? Dude, you can tell there's a lot of new players coming along.
Our troops have secured more sectors than the hostiles. Sector Delta has been conquered by the enemy.
My man! Let's go! Yeah! Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go.
We got them!
Sector Echo under enemy control.
Russian troops have entered one of our objectives.
Front side!
Yeah, dude, if you're really worried about slide cancelling and stuff like that, then you really shouldn't be bothering with the next Battlefield.
Enemy fire incoming!
I'm just gonna be real with you, man. We're in a modern time now. Stuff like that, slide cancelling, peeking, you know what I mean, crouch running. That's the normal now. You know what I mean. Every game does stuff like that. So if you're not looking for moment play styles like that, then I wouldn't be bothering with this one. Then just stick with Battlefield 3. Oh, come on, man. How did you crash that? Hello Kitty Island Adventures, yeah. You slide cancel in that game too? Yeah, I like the movement of this Battlefield, man. I don't want them to change really anything with it. They just need to smoothen it out, really. Like, the movement is like it's like the little bit of the middle of like Battlefield 5. Maybe just a little bit faster, maybe. But there's a lot of punishments with your movement, you see. Like if you jump in and everything, you know, you got more of a sway. Oh, he got me from there.
There's an enemy fire team.
But yeah, I don't want them to change anything really with the movement. And if people are upset with the movement, then it's fine. If you never played Battlefield before, that's all good and all. But you can't change Battlefield because you're a fan of other games or whatever, you know. Like, that's just the way how Battlefield plays, you know. Dude, the fact that you didn't watch the gameplay boggles me, man. Like, that's why I'm ignoring your question, man. Because you really should have seen all the gameplay, dude. It was a 4.5 hours play session yesterday. Yeah, Battlefield 6 is just everywhere, all on YouTube. So it's your first time watching the stream? I can tell, man. I can tell. All I'm saying, man, is that we're all very Battlefield peeps over here, so you're asking some extremely newbie questions. Not trying to be rude or anything. But if you're a true Battlefield person, then you shouldn't be giving a monkeys about any type of playstyle. You should be happy. You should be happy that Battlefield's going to be Battlefield. And if that's your biggest concern, is some slide cancelling, then Battlefield isn't for you.
Forces have seized Sector Charlie. The enemy is moving on Charlie 1.
Doing good so far, troops. The hostiles hold fewer sectors than we do.
Oh. Have they added the Call of Duty type of weapon skins? No. They said they're gonna make them pretty more grounded and stuff. Like, there's gonna be some, like, you know, some pretty customized weapons and all that. Sorry, I didn't realize I had my cam on a different screen. But yeah, they're gonna have, you know, at least different type of weapons, and I think, you know, different looks and all that. But they said that it's gonna be pretty grounded. You know, you ain't gonna see like a Nicki Minaj skin or anything, so don't worry about that. But there's gonna be weapons that are gonna look pretty cool, unique and everything, but they're not gonna be like some crazy bizarre ones. So I'm hoping not. But the reality is Battlefield at least has to do some sort of stuff to, like, you know, get sales and everything. So I truly don't know how they're gonna do it, you know. Like, already the first bundle you guys should already see as it is. A lot of them look like almost like the 2042 tier 1 stuff with the skins and everything. I wonder if I could just show you. Right here. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my camera. See all that? Like, that's like the skin pack and stuff you get. If only I can, like, look more into that. Like standard dark cut. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it ain't gonna go like crazy or anything, you know what I mean? They're gonna keep it kind of like basic. You know, I think it's some of the, like, the weapon skins, even how I have now. You know, they're nothing like too crazy about them. So like the one I'm rocking right now for the RM68 is a American skin. You know, so I got like the American flag pretty much on it. And then this one here is just some, like, some silver with a little bit of, like, orange with it, you know? So, you know what I mean? They look cool, but they're also not, like, game-changing, like, skin colors, you know what I mean? They're pretty basic down. But you're not gonna, it's not gonna be like Call of Duty where you got like some like weapon where it starts shooting out some laser rounds and stuff, you know? I felt like Delta Forces really went to that COD route, unfortunately. How's the movement feel? Really good. I like the movement. It's just kind of clunky. Yeah, they need to smoothen it out. What isn't a big deal. You know what I mean? I really felt like a lot of the issues they have is something what development teams would like to go through. You know what I mean? I bet these developers are feeling pretty nice going, oh, you know, thank goodness we don't have to like rework a map or something, you know? Yeah, all they need to do is just smooth out the movement a little bit, you know? They got a lot of information and feedback during that last session with all the creators. They obviously realized that the gunslinger, I don't know, I think it's like a side perk, is the signature you have with the assault class. They changed that so where you're using like another weapon, you're not using like 2 assault rifles at once. So you can only use like DMRs, shotguns, and snipers. I would rock a shotgun, dude. I would rock an assault rifle for close to medium ranges. I will. And then I'll have a shotty for close range only. That's going to be my playstyle. I'm probably going to go assault. That's probably going to be my go-to class. That's going to be epic. Yeah, honestly, it really is. I think at this point, it's just a waiting now. I think once we all truly get our hands onto the beta, then that will be really the biggest decision point of how it's going to go.
Just secured sector Echo. Tracking
Yeah, I really do feel like the way how like Battlefield is going to go, Dave, it really makes you feel like that 2042 is just going to be a time in its past. It honestly, the way how like 2042 looks and plays and feels, dude, I wouldn't say you're gonna forget this game because how can anyone forget this game? You know what I mean? This is the living nightmare right here. But like, yeah, it's you're gonna 100% forget about. You're gonna 100% forget about it. Oh, that's a good question. Can you customize the crosshairs and the hit markers in Battlefield 6? If you can do it 24/2, you can sure do it in that game. Yeah, Battlefield have really stepped up with their customization. The one thing I haven't experienced yet, but I'm hoping they're gonna do in like the beta, is the UI. I would like to customize my UI a little bit. You know, make the UI a little bit more smaller and stuff, because Battlefield 1 had some really cool customization. So I don't like too much clutter to being on my screen. I like keeping kind of having everything kind of clean and simple. Like you can see with my 2042, it looks pretty basic, you know what I mean? Oh. They got a really nice audio sound for headshots as well. It looks like the snipers also might be having sweet spot. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I really did feel like sweet spot sniping really encouraged sniping. But I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people said that it felt like some sweet spot with sniping. Well, I'm okay with, I'm also like not okay with. Like, sweet spot sniping was pretty fun. It was, because I know, I felt like it made sniping more consistent. So you didn't need to always hit people in the headshot. You know, you can actually like get that upper torso and stuff like that. But let's see. I'll see how they even do it. You know, what's the ranges behind it, or is it a sweet spot just kind of like similar how the NTW is, where its sweet spot was like basically a one-shot upper torso from anything under 100 meters. You know.
About 50 meters from your position.
No, didn't they change it? It's not 100 meters anymore. It's 70 now. Oh man, how did I forgot that? I can't remember now. I don't think it's 100. They changed it like a year ago. It's still really good though. Like the NTWs is still really amazing. But you can like one-shot people like all the time with that gun. Fire up! Oh, that's a big damage. 75. Hang on, can I get this ammo? Apparently I can't get this. Hey, there we go. Got it. Oh, free tank. I'll take it. It's a big colourful hit. Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be quite a bit of customization you can have. And that's the thing. You're going to find all that out. Oh, man. But yeah, you're going to find all that out on the beta.
Watch out for enemy armor 200 meters away.
Oh, what? I got this one guy camping up on the rocks. He's up there somewhere. Keep like trying to snipe me with his missiles. I love how I stole this guy's tank. I must have weakened it quite a lot with my my C4. That's what I'm going to keep doing now. I've got to keep saying to myself, guys, C4, alright? There's never ever going to be a thing of C5 again, alright? Battlefield's going back to the term C4. We need to say that, okay? There's no C5 anymore, C4. It's good to see you, Death Dealer. How you doing, well, man?
They've got Sector Delta.
Nice. Oh, big kills, big kills. Oh, what? Oh, not get anyone there. I might have to fall this back. People, the missiles have been a little bit rough. Oh, it's a lot of stuff going on there too. Alright, I have a plan. So what we're going to do is get out of this first. Alright, we have a repairer, so that's nice. I think that was a tac chopper, so I might have to deal with that. Yeah, right here. Okay, he's gone. Alright, so now he's done. What we can go and do is we're going to go and flank all the way around to the right side. Because as them vehicles are so cluttered up, knowing my luck, them vehicles are still sat there with their pants down. I guarantee you. So what we're going to do is we're going to loop around now. And we should just catch them from behind. So let's do it. Oh, yep. Told you. Right there. Well, I think as well, like the Tom Henderson guy, he said that a lot of them big creators, they're under contract, so they're obligated to make videos. So they have to make videos. So a lot of them big creators and stuff, I'm just like, are you really gonna stay around? I think they will be pretty interested into the Battle Royale. I know a lot of them are like just BR peeps now. When COD comes out, a lot of people are gonna like fade off. And then there'll probably be a lot of people coming back because of the BR. No, this is 2042, man. Battlefield 6 isn't out yet. It comes out on the 7th. We've just been talking about Battlefield. Oh, that's an enemy tank. Where's he going? I see him. But where's he going? Wow, he's right in there. Hang on. Do you think he's going to fall back, though? I don't think he's... I might have to fall back. Was gun game announced? No, there's no gun game. This isn't COD. It's not gonna have Call of Duty modes. Yeah, Call of Duty and Battlefield are different games.
This one.
Wow, they really lit me up. Oh. So yeah, BF3 had it. You know Battlefield 3 came out in 2011, right? Yeah, Battlefield 3 came out in 2011. I don't think they're gonna...
Charge set.
When are they gonna do that?
Take more losses and they're finished.
Friendly forces just secured Echo 2.
Taking Sector Echo.
Things are looking up, troops. We control more sectors than the hostiles.
Yeah, well, if they had it in Battlefield 3, if they didn't have it in 4, Hardline, Battlefield 1, 5, and 2042, so that if they didn't have it for the last 5 titles, that probably explains it. Good shout there, Dave. Portal, yeah. Portal, you can do stuff like that. So you can do your own customized mode. So if you want to have a gun game, then you easily can. Dude, I want to do like a one in the chamber though. If there's anything from COD, I always love the one in the chamber, man. So if you take someone down, you get yourself another bullet or whatever. But yeah, if you're a big fan of Battlefield 3, you're gonna love this new Battlefield. It really feels just like Battlefield 3. It really does. Definitely a Battlefield what everyone's been asking for.
They're flagging. Just don't lose the objective.
Yeah, I'm super pleased, man. Super happy.
It's over. This battle is won.
Remember, troopers, you haven't left a like, please do. Would appreciate it. I wonder what they have in Portal. Oh, they have Team Deathmatch Grind? Bro, oh my god, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't even know. I should have looked, man. What? Dude, Team Deathmatch Grind is like one of my favorite Friday Night Battlefield modes. We've been playing for like 2 hours, man, and I've just realized it. God damn it, I should have looked for it, man. Wow. Right, gotta get in there, man. Can't play a game, bro. You kidding me? Oh, dude, I'm so gutted. Oh my god. Yeah, if you know me, then you know that TDM Grind is like one of my favorites. Oh, I'm kind of gutted now. Man, if only I knew that at the start. Alright, well at least we have, at least we're already at the start. Alright, we're gonna go cool mode though. Alright, we're gonna snipe. Remember, troopers, and if you guys want to give a little bit to the stream, I would appreciate it. It's for building up our streamathon on the 14th. We're going to do a very big stream on that time. A big streamathon. So you guys want to be a part of that, would appreciate it. Yeah, the timer won't start ticking until we start on the 14th streamathon. So we got plenty of time to build up anyway, because we're also building it up during the beta as well. But yeah, we definitely got to get them up, man, because the stream fun's going to be a little bit rough to start on 5 minutes. Yeah, I prefer the auto spawn instead of spawning on my teammates. Now I know exactly where the enemies are at, because I can tell where I spawned. Gotta be careful these corridors. You can peek out like any moment. Oh, this is a long angle, you know. And it's showing that they're on this level. Okay. him there. Get a reload him.
Cover me!
And thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're ready for Battlefield 6. You had a lot more Twitch followers. I noticed that. So all the people coming into the Twitch side, thank you. As long as you're not a bot, you're totally welcome. Yeah, Twitch with their bots, man, is ridiculous, dude. Like, Twitch is so sensitive about, like, everything now. It's insane. It really feels like they don't want people to stream on that platform. Yeah, they can't control their bot problem. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Twitch needs to step it up, man. I feel like they're really going down. Oh, what? How did I miss that? What? Okay, thank you. Get off me. I don't add people on Discord. Yeah, unless we're friends down the line, or it's business matter and stuff, I don't, there's no need to add me or add you on Discord. Need to be safe with Discord. Discord has a lot of scammers, so you pretty much just made it kind of obvious. Bots are doing my head in. They're doing my head in, man. We're everywhere. Sick of it. Oh, what do I do? Shoot him on the toe? Oh, Neon. I get a reload because there's so many people. Oh, corridor, corridor, corridor. I saw him. Got him. You kind of look like the boy who lived. Well, I sound alive. It's a W. Potter. Oh. Is that because I'm British or because I'm wearing glasses?
Keep an eye out here!
Oh, loads there. Yeah, I'm sniping them, bro. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ow, ow. Ah. So both? Oh, okay, okay. So what? So anyone who's British and wears glasses is instantly a Harry Potter? Sit down. Oh, I didn't realize he was up there. I'm already doing pretty good with the snipes, you know. So I pulled out. Team Deathmatch grind. NTW sniping. Bro.
Friendly needs assistance!
Cover me, I'm gonna revive him.
Tossing grenade!
Oh my god, dude, I don't... Why is there so many bots on Twitch? What the frick? Dude, I just keep getting bots on the Twitch streams. This is stupid. Dude, I've had like 5 or 6 bots come into the stream today. Dude, I don't even want to stream on Twitch right now. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh, come on. So graphic designers, they just keep asking me to like add them on Twitch and not Twitch. They keep asking to add them on Discord and weird stuff. Yeah, or they're like trying to do like graphics designs and everything. Yeah, it's they're just trying to like scam you. Try to get your personal information and stuff, but it's insane. And yet Twitch is like more worried about like multi-streaming than they are keeping their streamers safe. I'm so glad I'm based on onto YouTube, man. I already said this anyway, that like I'm just one suspension or ban away from Twitch where I just won't stream on it ever again. Because they haven't treated any of their creators nice. It's like Twitch just doesn't care, man. We try to kick. I haven't really been interested with all of that, really. I know the platform is doing a little bit more better and stuff, but the base around the platform itself is a little bit questionable, you know, like, because the reality how Kick started, it all started because of like, I guess it was like the fight against Twitch, you know, and like I suppose they have like a better split revenue or whatever, but it all started because like, you know, on Twitch you couldn't do like certain things on there, and I think a lot of people wanted to do that, so that's why that platform happened. But a lot of like the money and like the business type behind Kick is all funded around like gambling money. You know what I mean? It doesn't really seem very corporate stable. It just looks like a really high fund what went into it. You know, at least with like YouTube's owned by, you know, Google, you know what I mean? And obviously Kick has Amazon. So they have like some sort of like security behind it, but I doubt like Twitch would go away. I think it's already big enough now that it's its own thing. But I feel like the way how Kick started was just, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And unfortunately, it seems like where Kick is, it seems like that's where most of the controversial issues happen, you know? It looks like a lot of stuff like that. So like free speech to Kick. Well, free speech should be anywhere, man. Oh. We're still up on a good point lead, but they have stepped it up a little bit. These people have definitely stepped up. They got a lot more kills since then. Before, we was like 200 tickets ahead of them. And now we're about 130 tickets ahead of them. So these guys have definitely stepped it up. There might be some people on our team kind of slacking. Oh, they blocked it off. That's lame. Oh, he was so close. But yeah, I don't even have a Kick account. I've honestly, I've never used Kick. Like, I've seen the site and everything, but I've never used it. I don't even have an account for it. I feel like if there's anywhere where I actually watch the most streams, it's actually on Twitch. I watch a lot of Twitch streams. It's weird actually, considering that my main platform is YouTube. But when it comes to watching streamers, I always choose Twitch. I don't know why. I don't know, like the longest time, like when it came to streaming, I always wanted to be on YouTube. My mindset is that, well, before like what it is now, where like shorts, live streams and all that is like its own one thing now. But back then, that's how I wanted to like brand myself and put myself out there, was to make content and stream on the same platform. But it seems like I always watch Twitch a lot more. Check the hallway, check the hallway.
I'm out! Reloading!
Damn it. They all started flooding in pretty hard there. Okay, there we go. We started bumping up a little bit more tickets now. He started getting ahead of us a little bit. It's getting quite close to it. But it looks like we just squeezed the gap out a little bit more. And then he got 30 kills just sniping. Oh man, you can imagine how many people around her.
Keep it up! The odds are with us! Fucking bullshit!
Oh! Oh my goodness! I can't believe I even did that. And my problem was there is just that there was nothing I could do. I already had that one guy trying to shoot me. Pick me up, teammates. Thank you, thank you. It's right there. Reloads. Go in the corridor. They should be still spawning there. Or was it switched? Or I think they just switched spawns? I don't know, actually. I think our teammates are pretty close. Yeah, they're coming from behind. GG. GG, man. Let's go. What's your favorite map for Battlefield 6? Ooh, good question, man. I don't know. I think I kind of like the Brooklyn one, the one from New York. That is pretty good. I want to see how that looks like an open scale map, because that would be pretty sick. All right, troopers. Well, that is gonna be it for today. Why does it say Battlefield? Oh, it's because the thing there. But anyway, that is going to be it for today. All right. I appreciate everyone coming to the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully we covered everything based Battlefield related too. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for coming in, and I will see everyone in the next stream. All right. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye. Yes, good night. Good night to everyone. I know it's pretty late for a lot of you guys. I'll see you all Sunday. I'll be back Sunday. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.